Welcome back to another great episode of KTTV. We have a lot to show you this week.
We are going to hear about the individual speech season and get a new weekly laugh.
I have some cool automotive news to share, and then we have some new movie reviews.
We'll wrap it all up with a look into next week's event. Let's get going.
Individual speech is an interesting event, which takes a lot of bravery, and it is really fun. Isaiah got an inside look for us.
Hello, this is Isaiah Denny reporting for KTTV, and I've taken time to interview some of the participants for individual speech. How long have you been teaching individual speech?
This would be year number 8 for that. A lot of challenges as far as technology is concerned. We had to hire a judge and have them do the judging in our own school district, which was convenient for the kids. We didn't have to travel to some place and put ourselves into what judges say will be left to be determined, but I'm very pleased with the performances of our children.
What was individual speech like this year?
It was different for sure. Instead of going to an actual school, we just had our competition over in the boardroom, so it was different. Still fun though.
How was individual speech with COVID this year?
We did things a bit differently. This is my first year being able to do it, but I know just from large group that usually we go somewhere to do our stuff. But this year we had a judge come, and then we just did our stuff in the conference room.
As a senior, how much would you encourage people to go out for speech who haven't gone out before?
Oh, definitely go out. So I could only do 1 year, and I just really enjoyed it. I would recommend anything that you're slightly interested in, just try it out.
This has been Isaiah Denny reporting for Tiger Television.
Seems like that could be fun to try, don't you think, Dakota?
Well, I'm not so sure that I'd be up for it. Are you ready for some new laughs, Joe?
I am. Let's hear them, Dakota.
Hello, it's Dakota, and welcome to another Weekly Laughs. How do you get a squirrel to like you? You act like a nut. Here's another one for your fun entertainment. For some reason, I don't trust stairs. They're always up to something. This has been Dakota from another episode of Weekly Laughs. See you next time on KTTV.
You sure have some funny ones, Dakota.
Thanks, Joe. I'm curious what news you have for us about cars. Let's check it out.
Hello and welcome to the first episode of Automotive News. Today we're going to be talking about the car company Aptera. Aptera started in 2005 and their first prototype came out in 2009. The car is a 3-wheel design with McLaren style doors and goes 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. The Aptera is made in San Diego, California, and it is the world's most efficient vehicle. They have up to 1,000 miles of range per charge, but it's supposed to be the EV that never needs charged because it has solar panels on the roof, the hood, the trunk lid, and it starts out at $25,000. Joe Hedgecock reporting for Tiger Television.
That looks pretty interesting, Joe. Thanks for the update.
Thanks, Dakota. I love these cars. Isaiah's been back at it with some new movies hitting the theaters or your home TV. Take a look.
One of the most most beloved rivalries in history is reignited when Jerry moves into New York City's finest hotel on the eve of the wedding of the century, forcing the event's desperate planner to hire Tom to get rid of him. In director Tim Story's Tom and Jerry, the ensuing cat-and-mouse battle threatens to destroy her career. The wedding and possibly the hotel itself, but soon an even bigger problem arises. A diabolically ambitious staffer conspiring against all three of them. Captured by the U.S. government, Mohammedo Old-Slahi languishes in prison for years without a charge or trial. Losing all hope, Slahi finds allies in defense attorney Nancy Hollander and her associate Terry Duncan. Together they face countless obstacles in a desperate pursuit for justice. Their controversial advocacy, along with evidence uncovered by former military prosecutor Lieutenant Colonel Stuart Couch, eventually reveals a shocking and far-reaching conspiracy. Cherry follows the wild journey of a disenfranchised young man from Ohio who meets the love of his life only to risk losing her through a series of bad decisions and challenging life circumstances. Inspired by the best-selling novel of the same name, Cherry features Tom Holland in the title role, as an unhinged character dropping out of college to serving in Iraq. As an army medic, is only anchored by his one true love, Emily. When Cherry returns home a war hero, he battles the demons of undiagnosed PTSD and spirals into drug addiction, surrounding himself with a menagerie of depraved misfits. Draining his finances, Cherry turns to bank robbing to fund his addiction, shattering his relationship with Emily along the way.
Those look like some great movies. Thanks, Isaiah.
Next, we have a unique take on next week's upcoming events. Hear it for yourself from Paxton and Brody.
This is Brody and Paxton, and we're going to take a look on the next week.
Monday of next week, there's a girls and boys track meet at Columbus.
Track meet!
Tuesday is esports.
Esports!
Next Wednesday is blood drive.
Blood drive!
Contact Mrs. Campbell if you want to save a life.
Save a life!
Thursday, esports!
Esports!
And that's the wrap for next week.
Yes, sir!
Hey you! Hey! Give me your blood! If you're unaware, this Wednesday, the 24th of March, we're having our high school's blood drive. Woo! You know what you should do? You should give your blood to people in need. If you talk to Mrs. Campbell in Mrs. Campbell's room, that's where you find Mrs. Campbell, you can get yourself a little form, you can sign it, and if you're under 16, your parents also sign it, and it says, hey, I'm gonna give my blood away. Take it from me. I have blood, and I love to give it away. Take it from my personal blood buddy, Mr. Fry. Mr. Fry, what do you think about donating blood? If that's not a vote of confidence, I don't know what is. So this Wednesday, the 24th of March, 2021, do your part and give us your blood. Cut.
Sounds like a busy week.
Sure does. We'll see you next time on
Tiger
Tiger Television.